Hello guys, going to be going over the Monday, December 6th NBA slate. We got 10 games here. There's a whole lot of news that we have to wait on, so could be a very starting scrubs slate. Starting off with the first game, so Philly at Charlotte. Charlotte will be on a back-to-back. They played on Sunday in Atlanta. This time they'll be back at home against Philly. Philly is well rested, but you're looking at probably one of the more intriguing games of the slate for the Philly side. If Tobias Harris is out, Joel Embiid looks to be a fantastic play at 11K against Charlotte, who are just very undermanned right now. They're not going to be able to stop anyone inside. They just allowed a huge game to John Collins, and I expect the same to happen here for Embiid. Could probably be one of those Embiid 70, 80 point even games. So a whole lot of upside in this. Now, if you're looking for value, if Harris is out, Georges Niang, 4,100, should be a value play. Danny Green, 3,400, very thin. Same thing with Thibault, but Green's minutes did go up. And you're looking at Charlotte, a team that is undermanned, could be tired, more prone to turnovers. Danny Green is someone that's more of a 3-and-D guy, so he could benefit from that. But obviously, a 10-game slate, you're probably not going to be playing someone like Danny Green. Now, for the Charlotte side, so they priced these guys up for the Sunday slate. And then, I think it was Dwayne Dedman on Saturday. You price guys up and then you price them way down again. So that's what we got here. These guys, their prices are basically where they would be if LaMelo, Rozier, and all these guys were healthy. So it's going to be very chalky, but I mean, how do you avoid this? You have a bunch of injuries. James Borrego loves to run a short rotation. Bridges, Hayward, Oubre, PJ, Cody Martin, Ish Smith, these guys are just all going to be very elite plays, and you just got to play them. Now, on the OKC side, so without SGA, Josh Giddey will be back here. I would hope that they're not going to get blown out, setting an NBA record this time, especially against the Pistons, who are not a great team. But this game is in Detroit. I would say there's still going to be a lot of concerns. Thunder, they're not good. And Detroit, they're not really that awful of a team. They seem to be healthy for today. Besides, obviously, Olynyk, Corey Joseph, though, not someone that's going to really change a whole lot. Same with Diallo. So I would say for Detroit, their prices are okay. If this game stays close, I do like some pieces. I think all of these guys are going to be in play with Cade, Grant, Stewart, Bay. Bay looks to be pretty intriguing at that forward position. Now, for OKC, I think Josh Giddey is going to get a whole lot of ownership. If they're going to stay in this game, definitely Giddey is going to have a 40-plus point game. Now, everyone else, maybe Trey Mann starts again here with no SGA, but Trey Mann's just not doing a whole lot, even with SGA out, Giddey out last time. You look at his peripherals, we thought that this guy would be a lot better, but he's just not really doing anything. And when you put Giddey back in, that's going to hurt Mann even more. So probably Giddey is my main focus, but someone else probably is going to have a good game. It's just, do you want to try to guess who that is? And then on to Washington and Indy. So Dinwiddie is going to be resting this game. That's obviously going to bump Bradley Beal. Kuzma, Harrell will get more usage, and then Howell Neto, Aaron Holiday, all those guys get bumped. Holiday should start, but not a guarantee that he'll close. Raul Neto is it just basically depends on who has the hot hand. So that could be a value, but you do have Ish Smith, who is just at the same position, and I would say a much better play. But if you're going to look at a different position, I think Kuzma, Beal, Harrell, they all look fine. It's just, do we really need those guys on a 10-game slate? It all depends on how the slate shakes out. Now, Indy, so they have a lot of injuries actually now. With no TJ McConnell, it's very important to note that Karis LeVert and Malcolm Brogdon's minutes are going to be staggered now. So you're going to see Karis LeVert do more with the peripherals, and I think that you can expect a bigger increase in his assists. But now this is a tougher matchup. The Wizards have been better defensively this year. They do play slow. So, not the best place to capitalize on that. But, it wouldn't surprise me if LeVert has a good game, though. Now, on to the Memphis-Miami game. So, Memphis, again, no John Morant, Kyle Anderson. Clark is doubtful. So, it all depends on Miami if Jimmy Butler is going to play, because it definitely is going to alter Miami, how well defensively they're going to be. So if Butler is out, then we're going to be playing Lowry and Hero, obviously. Dedman, still I don't want to say too cheap, but 5K, that's still going to be in play. But then you're going to look at, if Butler is out, then Memphis is going to look a lot better just on the offensive side of the ball. Now, If Butler is in, that's going to be a slight hit to the Memphis side, but still, without John Morant, you're going to see a lot of usage opening up here still. So I would say Steven Adams, 4,800, that's still fine because he's someone that has upside, especially with Clark also likely to miss this game. And Dwayne Dedmon, more of a traditional center, can't step out to hit a three, but still Adams, I think he could be in play. Always just very low owned. So that's the guy. But Dylan Brooks, he's going to have a big game sooner rather than later. But, if Butler is in that, I don't really want to play that. Now, Denver, so Jokic, 12K, I think he's fine. You're probably going to have value, but I really do like Joel Embiid. So it might be the day that I just go with Embiid over Jokic. The Bulls are a very strong defensive team. Even with Caruso doubtful here, they're still going to be very good. So, I like Denver, with Jokic obviously leading, but I just don't really like the matchup. Like with the Bulls, again, they're elite, basically an elite team this year. And you look at how they're priced, I just don't really think that they're appealing today. Now with Chicago, so they're all priced up. Even with Caruso out, maybe Derrick Jones Jr., he could be a value at 3,600 for a position, but just, it's too expensive for a slow-paced game. Cleveland side of the ball, they're going to be on a back-to-back, so, maybe Kevin Love rest or something, but Milwaukee, rather, just a very tough matchup, even if Giannis is going to be out. They're going to be on a back-to-back. They just played a game against Utah, very tough, so not liking a whole lot out of Cleveland. I would say Mobley looks kind of intriguing at that price. If Giannis is out, Markkanen has some upside at that price. Now Milwaukee, I kind of hope that Giannis plays this game. He is questionable right now just because I don't want to have to decide between Drew, Middleton, and Portis. They're now priced up, so it's not easy lock and load plays anymore. So, with a guy like Giannis, you're just going to have to wait and see here. Atlanta, Minnesota. So Atlanta back-to-back for them. They have a lot of injuries. Cam Reddish, he has an illness, questionable again. Solomon Hill, he left the game with a hamstring injury, so he probably will be out, and that's going to open up minutes for TLC. Now at 3K, that obviously bare minimum, it makes him in play, but of course, can he be a better play than guys like Cody Martin? So not going to be a lock, but if a lot of these guys are out, especially like Cam Reddish, he could be worth a look. But yeah, you're going to have to monitor if they're going to be resting anyone. I would say Capella could be intriguing if Towns is back in. If Towns is out, then again, Collins looks to be pretty good. So for Minnesota, then, this is probably one of the most important teams that we have to wait on. If all these guys I actually think I saw a tweet that said they're expected to all be in, but again, you just never know with these coaches. So if they're all in, then I would say Anthony Edwards looks to be probably the best option here because at 8,100, he has a ceiling. Even when these guys are all healthy, he's put up monster games. Pat Beverly, 4,800, he's missed a while, so I don't think it's time to go there yet. But of course, if Towns misses, then you're going to be playing Naz Reid. Now the Spurs and the Suns. So the Spurs side, Vassell is out. That's going to help a little bit with the shooting. More minutes for Lonnie Walker, even Keldon Johnson, Doug McDermott. Thad Young has been playing backup center, but just kind of not too exciting of a play. I would say that these guys do have a ceiling, but Phoenix, they are a tough defensive team, so not really looking too much there. Now on the Suns side of the ball, I think DeAndre Ayton looks to be very solid. He's just going to be picking up more usage, more pick and rolls with Chris Paul here, so I like that. 7,400 just looks to be a very solid piece. Chris Paul, 8,300 looks to be very good as well. Just, again, no Devin Booker. I'd say Cameron Payne looks to be solid, 4,100. His usage has been really high, taking a whole lot of shots recently, and he's just too cheap, really, for 4,100. Now, Orlando Golden State, this might be my least favorite game because there's blowout written all over this, and I know you don't want to just, avoid games for blowout, but I mean, there's 10 games, 9 other ones that I would probably just want to fade this one. So, not much to talk about here. And then Clippers at Portland. So the Clippers side, Batum's going to miss this game. George didn't play. When you look at the game log, though, please remember that these 3 games, I think 2 of them were blowouts. So in blowouts, he's still averaging 49 DK points. This is a very fantastic matchup. Portland just very bad, very injured right now. So I do like George. If you're looking for blowout again, I don't really think you should go with that route here. You like Cody Martin, the Hornets, they're very good. Ish Smith. So I don't expect to have a whole lot of Kennard or Man unless they do some resting. Portland side of the ball, so CJ expected to play here. I would say DSJ, 5,300. He's going to play minutes. He's blowout proof. Nurkic at 7-1. If this game stays close, he's going to have a big game, same with CJ. So those will be the guys to target. Norman Powell as well at 5K though. So yeah, you know who to go for here. But on this slate, like, you're just going to be going with the Hornets. So, let's start off with Ish Smith, obviously Cody Martin, Kelly Oubre, just all underpriced. Like, I would say Hayward and Bridges as well. It's just basically like pick him basically with Oubre, Bridges, Hayward. And then DeAndre Ayton looks to be very solid center play. And then I'm going to give, because there's so much salary, I'll go with Anthony Edwards for now. But obviously, wait on the injury reports for Minnesota. So that's going to be a breakdown for this Monday slate. A lot of injuries. Always just make sure to monitor the news up to lock. Again, I will be writing my free article for DFS Army. That's going to be for the low-owned plays. So please be sure to check that out. I'll post that down below in the comments below, pinned to this video. So thank you guys again for all the support. Thank you guys for the views and the likes. Really appreciate it. And good luck on the slate. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.